Okay, here are some flashcards. I thought we could review them right quick, and then I'll put them up at random, and you can see how you do. When I put one up and you want to think about it a little bit more, just pause your screen, and that'll give you enough time to think about it before I flip over to the answer a little bit later. But as a review, we studied these notes back in the fall. We usually do rhythm at the beginning of the year. And so we have our quarter note and our half note, and I'll reveal to you the back of these two. Our quarter note is 1 beat of sound, and our half note is 2 beats of sound. And you see that they have a similar shape, but the quarter note is filled in and the half note is not filled in. Here are our next two. I have the dotted half note and the whole note. The dotted half note, as you might remember, looks like the half note, but it has the dot not filled in. And our whole note just kind of looks like a circle or an egg. The whole note is 4 beats, and our dotted half note is 3 beats. Next, we have our eighth notes. We have a single eighth note here and paired eighth notes here. So when we look at them, we see that it kind of looks like a quarter note, but with this little flag, that means it's equal to only half a beat. And a lot of times we see eighth notes paired together. So this one would be half a beat, and this one would be half a beat, and together they would equal a total of 1 beat. Now, not only do we have symbols that represent sound, but remember our rests represent silence. So we have our quarter rest and our half rest. The quarter rest, remember sometimes we call this the squiggly, is 1 beat of silence. And our half rest, it kind of resembles a hat, and it's 2 beats of silence. And our last rest that we covered was our whole rest. And the whole rest, sometimes confused with the half rest, it is a little square on the bottom of the line. So we kind of think of it as being an actual hole, H-O-L-E, that if you were walking along, you would fall in the hole, and that will remind you that it is a whole rest. So now I'll put them up at random, and you can pause the screen and see if you can remember these items that we studied in the fall. Older students should be more familiar. Some of our younger friends at Oak Hill, there might be some new material here, but it should be something that you somewhat remember from the beginning of the year. So let me mix these up. I'll put them up on the screen. You can pause it if you wish, and then try to see if you can figure out the definition of each flashcard. So if you didn't do so well on those, you can go back, study them just a little bit, and you can give it another try. My name is B.